ORICO sent me this sample to test in the past 2 weeks, and I gotta say this is one of the most compact and straightforward Mac Mini dock I ever used. It's matched perfectly with the Mac Mini length, super lightweight and portable, but still add 10 extra port and a built-in SSD slot at the bottom. So just like other dock, it's addressed two common Mac Mini issue: limited port and storage expansion. But what sets this one apart is its simplicity. First to mention is connectivity. This is literally what you get out of the box: a dock and a USB-C cable, which you use to connect it to your Mac Mini. And the best thing is you don't need extra power for this. I've been testing bigger docks that offer even more capacity, but it's quite obvious that they need a separate power source for stability. Having said that, this mini dock still brings 10 extra ports from USB-C, USB-A to HDMI or even a gigabit Ethernet port, so it basically brings on popular port to your Mac. On the back we have two USB-C ports, one for power delivery which support fast charging up to 100 watts. You can use it to charge different devices, or I sometimes just use it to power my external monitor, which is so convenient for me. And next to it we have a 10 gigabit per second USB-C port, which is used as the host connection between the two devices. This powers the dock and transfers signal, so you have to keep it connected while you are using it. And next up we have a USB-A at 5 gigabit per second. And you know, it is always good to bring the USB-A back to the Mac Mini because there's many old accessories like printers or keyboard still using this type of connection. We also have one more HDMI port supporting a single 4K 60Hz display and a gigabit Ethernet port with 1000 megabyte per second speed. Now on the front we have another 10 gigabit per second USB-C and two more USB-A port, one at 10 gigabit per second and another at 5 gigabit per second. So those ports with 10 gigabit per second, you should use them to transferring files or data. It should be complete in a matter of minutes. The one with 5 gigabit per second, you should spare them for accessory and it should work just fine. And next to it we have an SD and TF card slot using USB 3.0 standard, which is always a nice way to get footage instantly from your camera. And you're probably wondering where's the SSD enclosure, you don't even see it. That is why I said this is a very straightforward dock. It is built right here at the bottom. When buying this dock, you can choose a version with a built-in SSD of various capacity, ready to use straight out the box. Pick this option if you don't want to worry about which SSD to choose or if it is compatible with your enclosure. But let's say you already have an SSD or plan to upgrade or swap later on. Stick with the base version, which comes with an empty enclosure. As for speed, we get over 1000 megabyte per second write and over 800 megabyte per second read. And I know it is way slower than Thunderbolt speed, but it doesn't mean it won't work. It all depends on what task you are doing. For casual use like transferring 100GB 4K videos, Thunderbolt 4 take under a minute, while this 10GB per second dock take around 2 minutes. So yes, Thunderbolt is faster, but it is not night and day different. Even for heavy works like editing in Premiere Pro with external media, everything feels smooth, from importing, scrapping timeline to applying effects and renderings. I did not notice any delays or crashes. I even tested playing games that save on this enclosure and FPS was similar to saving internally. So don't be fooled by read and write numbers. This speed is good enough for work and play. I also test whether this dock interferes with the Mac Mini Wi-Fi, and luckily it's barely affected. You can see the comparison I made. I think the main reason why this doesn't interfere with the Mac Mini signal probably comes from its design. The Mac Mini Wi-Fi antennas are located at the bottom and is easily blocked or weakened by metals, which is why you find that some docks placed beneath the Mac Mini have a high chance of interfere with the Wi-Fi signal. This mini dock is designed to place the Mac Mini vertically, and even the grip is made of plastic to minimize interference as much as possible. This orientation also improves the Mac Mini heat dissipation. In this position, the Mac Mini isn't obstructed by any surface, so it can breathe better through its ventilation openings, allowing air to flow on both sides, which activates its passive cooling system and reduce pressure on the internal fans. So this mini dock from ORICO is obviously an all-in-one solution for your Mac Mini, but is this right for you? I'll say it depends. if you work with huge file data and you don't require like really fast transfer speed and you need something stable, affordable, this ORICO is obviously the best choice in both usability and pricing. But of course, if you're a professional and you need to handle large scale data or let's say super high resolution media, I recommend you to get the Thunderbolt enclosure because it will then save you a lot of times, right? Because this is a 10 gigabit per second. It is good for, 4K videos and gaming as I show you previously, but for let's say 8K, 6K, this still can handle, but it will take longer. So to save your time, you better invest to Thunderbolt, right? But Thunderbolt costs you more money, so thinking before you buying. And lastly, if you're interested in this dock, make sure you check out the description where I left its link and also my personal discount code for you to get even better price. Alright? Okay, thank you all for watching and I'll catch you on the next one. Goodbye.